Hello everybody, welcome. This is Yasmin Vorajee from Tiny Time Big Results. Do you like my colour today? Well, I'm all colourful today. And so, what is the subject of this live stream today? So what I want to talk to you about today is how to create the shell of your online course. Now, for those of you that have never heard me speak before or you don't know what I'm about, I'm the creator of Tiny Time Big Results, where I help business owners to focus on two really important aspects of their business: profitability and productivity. And the first for me with profitability was that when you have tiny time, you really need to make sure that you are leveraging your time in the most efficient and most profitable way. You can't exchange time for money when you are working only a few hours a day because you've got that income ceiling. So how do you turn that time that you do have into leveraged income streams? And that's what I love to help you do. And then the second area is around productivity. So if you've only got 3-4 hours a day, how do you get everything done? How do you implement your plans? How do you hold yourself accountable? So there are two really important factors of Tiny Time Big Results. And in today's live stream, what I want to share with you is really in terms of the profitability aspect. For me, I believe that creating an online course is a fantastic way to really help you to leverage your time. First of all, you're not constantly repeating yourself because, if you've got lots and lots of one-to-one clients and you're sitting there thinking, oh my God, I feel like I just repeat myself over and over and over again, you probably are. But the thing is that the person who you're saying it to isn't hearing it. But what you are finding yourself is you're probably getting bored with the fact that you're saying this stuff and you're thinking, God, why isn't nobody copping onto this now? And that's okay, because again, you're just talking to those one-on-one people. But when you create a course, that really helps them to, you can say, here's my program or whatever it might be. And you kind of think, and they kind of walk away and they go, oh, this is brilliant, this is fantastic. And they can go at it at their own pace. They can stop and pause the video or the audio, whatever whatever the content looks like. It's far better for the end user, if you like. And then you can supplement that with your VIP packages. If you haven't watched my video from yesterday, where I share with you about how you can use your online course as a launch pad for other programs as well, other leveraged streams of income. So do check out yesterday's video as well. But in today's video, what I wanted to share with you is really about how you can use your online, or how to create the shell of your online course in the space of like 30 minutes. And, obviously we all have tiny time, so we want to get big results. So how do we do that? So the very first thing that I have always taught my clients and my community is that you sell it before you build it. This is how I run my business. You know what? I don't think there's a single person out there in the world that has created products and every single one of them has sold. It just doesn't happen that way. So what you don't want to do, you don't want to be the person that ends up spending ages, creating this amazing product and then nobody buys, which is horrible feeling. I've been there and it's not nice at all. So what you have to do is you sell it and then you build it. Now, the caveat here is people say, well, how can I sell it if I don't know what it is? And I completely get that. And that's why the shell of your online course is really important, because you do need to know what you are selling. And that's what I want to share with you today in terms of how to create that shell. Because when you've created the shell, you then know what you're going to be sharing with the people. You're going to be sharing, well, this is what the course is and this is what it's going to look like. You need to know that level of detail. It just means that you won't have created the full thing before launching it into the world. So what do you, here's really how I approach course creation. And I use this methodology with my clients. I've used this with my course creation bootcamp, and it's been working really fantastically well. I've got some great feedback on this methodology, because the thing is, it's very easy to get overwhelmed with thinking, oh God, I've got to create a course now. It's really easy to get overwhelmed with thinking, how am I going to, get it out into the world, and what's the technology and all of those things. It's very easy to get overwhelmed. And it's very easy to then let that overwhelm stop you and you just kind of think, sod it, I'm not doing it. And which obviously is no good to anybody. So this is what I want you to be thinking about, is actually the way that I teach it, I like to keep things really nice and simple. And I suppose this is the feedback that I keep getting, is that it's easily digestible, it's easily consumable, which is great because that's exactly how we want it. Because when it's easy and simple, then, you know, you're far more likely to follow through. Am I right? Yes, I know. Okay, so here's the methodology that I would encourage you to use to create your online course shell. So I'm looking at my notes down here because I wanted to make sure that I had everything covered. So first of all, you want to be asking yourself the question of what's the outcome. Now, I know that a lot of people talk about kind of creating this signature course that's going to be the course that ends all courses, that's going to be your $1 million idea, and, you know, it's going to be the one that you just run and run and run. And yes, that might be part of your plan. However, if you've never created an online course before, that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself, quite frankly. So let's talk about how you can actually just dial it back in again and not make the stakes so high. Okay, so if you think about a course that you want to create, think about an aspect of your business where you just think, God, I'm always telling people about how to do this. So let me create a short course on this. So it could be, you know, like one of the questions I get asked a lot is around technology. How should I do this? So I might think, okay, I'll just take a little piece of that and I might create a short course based on that. So don't make it such high stakes that it has to be the be all and end all, because that just puts too much pressure on you. And you don't need that, not for your first one or not even for your fifth one, because we all evolve and our messages evolve and our businesses evolve. So you probably, if you're like me, you're probably mad about content creation anyway. So you kind of want to just keep that flow going. So what's the outcome? What's the process? So if you think about, and this is really handy if you've been working with one-to-one clients, this is this piece of the process is a lot easier than if you're just coming at this completely blind. And so this is where I would be very honest with my clients, and I would say that if you have not done any one-to-one work, or if you haven't been able to pick out recurring themes and patterns that you can put into a course that makes it easier for somebody to consume and action, then I would really encourage you to go and find those one-to-one clients first. That's really, really important, because if they don't, if you don't really know what it is that your clients are looking for and wanting, then your course probably may not hit the mark. Whereas if you've had lots and lots of one-to-one clients, you've got the experience, you've got the knowledge, you've got the, you know, the know-how of right what they need, then this bit is a lot easier. So when you think about what the process is, like what's the outcome? Imagine if you just get like, you know, a blank piece of paper. If you just got a blank piece of paper, I feel like I was on Blue Peter then. And you literally just on one side put start and finish, and just then identify and articulate what would the start point be and what would the finish point be. And then in between those two points, what would be the process? Like, can you outline, say, 4 to 6 steps in that process so that the person, you know, so you have a really clear idea. So when you're thinking about it, if it was like a 6-week program, it would be, you know, 6 modules, for example. And what you want to do is you want to take that information, you want to take that piece of paper. So if you've got that piece of paper and you've got start and finish, and you've got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, say there's 6 stages, or maybe there's 5 stages, and you want to add a Q&A call in at the end of the week or whatever, or at the end of the program. Then what you do with that is, what you really want is, you want a heading, you want a subheading, and then you want bullet points. So what's that module about? What's the subheading? So kind of giving a little bit more detail. And then what would be the topics that you would cover underneath that particular heading. And that for me is a really simple way to create an online course shell. Because now what you know is, you know the process, you know the start point, you know the finish point, you know the transformation, and that is what you're able to go forth and sell. And that is really, really, really important, because you need to be able to speak with passion about what it is that you are trying to get people to, you know, purchase, because you know that it's going to make a big difference to them. So you need to be able to say what that is, and you need to be able to say what that, you know, how it's going to help them. But without that, you know, sell it before you build it. Yeah, people kind of go poo-poo the idea, but it's like, yeah, I agree. Sell it before you build it, but know very, very clearly what you need in place before you actually go out there and sell it. And if you're interested in working with me around creating your course and using it as a launchpad for your other multiple leverage streams of income, then I am running a special offer at the moment. I'm working with just a very limited group of people, one-on-one, and it's my 90-day program where essentially I will work with you and do this with you. You will get my methodology, you will get my bootcamp, you will get my Webinars Made Easy program. You're going to get access to me on a weekly basis where I help you to map out your course, help you to create that shell so I can really help you take the ideas out of your head and onto a piece of paper. I'm going to show you how to know who you're going to deliver it to, how you're going to deliver it, what technology you're going to be using, how to launch it, how to sell it, and lots more. But the key thing here is really understanding if you're at the point where you're thinking, I really need to leverage my time more powerfully, then this is going to be right for you. If you're sitting there thinking, yeah, it sounds like a nice idea, but maybe not, then this isn't going to be right for you. But if you're ready to take that next step and say, okay, I'm ready to create leverage streams of income, such as a group program, such as an online course, creating that online course is a brilliant, brilliant, solid foundation for helping you to do that. So if you are interested, then get in touch with me. You can PM me, private message me on Facebook, or you can email me support@yasminvorajee.com, and let's talk about how we can make this happen. I have a 90-day program, but I also have a 28-day program as well. So if you're looking for more kind of intensive, let's get it done right now, then there's an option there as well. So let me know. I look forward to talking with you again very soon. I hope this video has been useful. Please pop your comments and your thoughts below, and I look forward to talking with you again very soon. Take care. Bye.